Have your legs started to feel heavier than the grocery bags you carry home each week? Maybe the first few steps out of bed feel slower, or the climb to your apartment now asks for a rest halfway. Many seniors whisper to themselves that this must be age tapping on the shoulder. Yet what if the real culprit is sitting in the kitchen cabinet and rattling in the pill box? Today we are going to examine the foods and, more surprisingly, the two common vitamins that can quietly drain power from your legs and leave every chore feeling twice as hard. Let us begin with the daily habits that weaken muscles long before you notice. A sweet pastry after breakfast seems harmless, but refined sugar launches a wave of inflammation that settles in the knees and calves. Muscles rely on steady glucose to contract and relax. When sugar floods in and crashes out, they never receive consistent fuel. Over months, the fibers shrink, and the spring in your step disappears. The same sugary surge also pushes extra weight onto joints already working overtime, so each bite of cake is like asking your legs to carry an invisible backpack. Even seemingly small indulgences like sugary coffee creamers or fruit-flavored yogurts can pile on hidden sugars, tipping the balance slowly but surely against you. Fried food follows close behind. That golden crunch is produced by trans fats that stiffen blood vessels and slow circulation. When blood thickens and moves reluctantly, oxygen trickles to the muscles instead of rushing in. Less oxygen means less energy for every stride, and the soreness that should fade after a walk can linger until bedtime. Swap the deep fryer for an oven or an air fryer, and you will notice that the swollen feeling at the end of the day eases within a week. Even better, adding herbs and a squeeze of lemon over roasted vegetables restores flavor without the heavy toll on arteries. White bread arrives next in the chain. Stripped of its natural fiber, it behaves like powdered sugar once it meets stomach acid. Blood sugar spikes, insulin rushes out, and minutes later, both plunge, leaving muscles drained. Whole grain alternatives break down slowly and keep the legs fueled through an afternoon of errands. Reaching for rye, oats, or even sprouted bread is more than a matter of taste. It is an act of strength preservation. Toast a slice of hearty whole grain bread with almond butter in the morning, and you are giving your legs a smoother ride throughout the day. Alcohol can also hijack leg stability. After 60, the liver processes spirits at a snail's pace, so the residue of last night's toast lingers in the bloodstream well into the morning. Alcohol blocks the absorption of magnesium and calcium, two minerals that govern muscle contraction. Without them, cramps sneak in, balance wavers, and recovery from a simple stroll becomes an all-day affair. Spacing drinks across the week and matching each glass with water is kinder to the body than complete denial and far safer than nightly pours. A light celebratory toast now and then, anchored by mindful hydration, keeps spirits high without sacrificing your footing. Convenience meats promise quick protein, yet hide a minefield of preservatives. Sodium, nitrites, and saturated fats stiffen arteries and invite fluid to gather at the ankles. The result is the classic end-of-day swelling that makes shoes feel tight and stairs look taller. Fresh poultry, fish, beans, or eggs give the same protein without the chemical toll. Seasoning with rosemary, turmeric, or thyme instead of packaged gravies keeps blood vessels relaxed and ready to feed hard-working muscles. Even a simple lentil soup can rebuild stamina in ways that a processed meat sandwich simply cannot. Instant noodles deserve a special warning. A single brick carries a day's worth of salt, refined starch, and flavor enhancers that confuse the nervous system. After the warm slurp is gone, legs often feel puffy and oddly tired. Replace that quick bowl with oats, quinoa, or leftover rice combined with vegetables, and the afternoon slump loosens its grip almost immediately. A colorful stir-fry tossed with a splash of olive oil can be made in under 15 minutes and leaves legs and mind feeling refreshed rather than drained. Ice cream and milk chocolate share a spotlight because the pairing of sugar with saturated fat forms a perfect storm. Sugar inflames, fat throttles circulation, and artificial flavorings raise histamine levels that amplify pain signals. Choosing dark chocolate with high cocoa content gives antioxidants that relax vessels and a fraction of the sugar, offering pleasure without the price. Even swapping out a nightly ice cream treat for a few frozen grapes or berries can help the legs shed that heavy, sluggish feeling. Canned foods seem innocent when the cupboard is bare, but the aluminum lining and salt bath conspire to load the bloodstream with metals and sodium. Over time, this quietly stiffens muscles and trims coordination. Switching to frozen vegetables or glass jar sauces reduces that burden without demanding extra cooking skill. Keeping a few bags of mixed frozen vegetables on hand makes it easy to whip up a nutritious meal without the hidden consequences of canned goods. Packaged snack cookies and crackers combine trans fats, synthetic colors, and cheap starch. They flood you with calories, yet starve every cell of real nourishment. 10 minutes later, the stomach still feels hungry, so the hand keeps returning to the bag, while the legs, robbed of minerals, ache more with each sitting. A better snack is a handful of walnuts or a slice of apple with peanut butter, offering real fuel to muscles that must carry you through the day. Hidden in many seasoning packets and soup bases is monosodium glutamate. This flavor booster overstimulates nerve endings and can produce a buzz in the calves that some seniors mistake for restless legs. Cooking with garlic, onion, paprika, and a pinch of sea salt delivers depth without the neurological confusion. A homemade broth with a few fresh herbs and vegetables nurtures, rather than confuses your body. Every example so far chips away at leg power, but none match the silent sabotage of two vitamins that are usually praised in television ads and glossy magazines. The first is vitamin A when taken in high supplemental doses. Vitamin A is fat-soluble, so any excess travels to the liver and waits there. When stores overflow, the vitamin seeps into muscles and joints, sparking inflammation that feels like unexplained soreness behind the knees or a dull ache along the shins. In seniors, the liver cannot clear that surplus quickly, so the ache lingers. Many multivitamins, fortified breakfast bars, and even skin health capsules pile extra vitamin A on top of a normal diet rich in eggs, butter, and colorful vegetables. If your daily total creeps above 900 micrograms for weeks, muscle tenderness and leg weakness are common early flags. Checking the back of the bottle and choosing a formulation closer to 300 micrograms keeps you in the safe zone while still supporting eyesight. And don't forget, foods like sweet potatoes, carrots, and spinach already deliver plenty of natural vitamin A. The second troublemaker is vitamin E in megadose form. Often marketed for heart protection and youthful skin, this vitamin is also fat-soluble and accumulates in the body. Large doses thin the blood excessively and slow the repair work that muscles perform after activity. Seniors who swallow 400 international units or more each day sometimes notice their legs bruise easily. Recovery from gardening extends into the next morning, and an unsteady feeling creeps in on uneven pavement. Clinical studies show that 15 milligrams per day, roughly 22 international units, is sufficient for antioxidant defense. Exceeding that regularly can sap coordination instead of safeguarding it. Balancing vitamin E is also a matter of diet. A handful of almonds, a spoonful of sunflower seeds, or a slice of avocado provides the daily allowance wrapped in fiber and minerals that assist circulation, whereas a capsule 5 times stronger leaves nutrients lopsided and nerves confused. It's nature's design. Whole foods bring not just a single nutrient, but a full orchestra of support players that make absorption smooth and safe. At this point, you might be wondering how to unwind years of well-meant habits. The first step is a simple audit. Lay out the bottles you take each morning, read the fine print, and total the vitamin A and vitamin E. If either number towers above the recommended allowance, discuss a lower dose during your next appointment. Simultaneously, look across the pantry shelves. Swap white bread for whole grain, replace the jar of processed cheese spread with cottage cheese, trade the evening fried snack for roasted chickpeas, and keep a square of dark chocolate on hand, so the urge for milk chocolate does not ambush you. Movement is the partner to nutrition. 15 minutes of walking after lunch signals to the muscles that they are still needed, encouraging the body to shuttle nutrients toward growth instead of storage. Gentle calf raises while waiting for the kettle improve circulation and remind the ankles how to stabilize. Stretching the hamstrings before bed can flush away residual lactic acid, so the next morning starts with lighter legs. Even simple balance exercises, like standing on one foot while brushing your teeth, reawaken stabilizer muscles and protect against future falls. Hydration closes the circle. Muscles are over 70% water, and dehydration thickens the blood, slows nutrient delivery, and magnifies cramp risk. A glass of water with each meal and another mid-afternoon keeps the river inside you flowing and the legs nourished. Herbal teas, clear broths, and water-rich fruits like watermelon also quietly but powerfully contribute to this inner current. None of these changes requires a stopwatch, a scale, or a ledger. They simply ask for awareness. Remove the ingredients that inflame, tighten, and starve. Keep the ones that calm, loosen, and feed. Within 2 weeks, many seniors notice the swelling at the ankle bone shrink, the first flight of stairs feels shorter, and the fear of stumbling eases. Before we end, remember that vitamins are tools, not trophies. In the right dose, they mend and support. In excess, they undermine the very strength we hope to protect. Your legs are not asking for perfection or expensive potions. They only ask for balance. Balanced food, balanced supplements, balanced effort, and balanced rest. Honor that request, and they will carry you steadily through markets, family gatherings, and gentle hillside walks for many seasons yet. If this conversation helped you see your cupboard in a new light, share the video with a friend whose knees have been complaining. Subscribe so you never miss the practical steps we explore each week. We are seniors, but we are not spectators. With informed choices, we stay strong, stand tall, and step forward with confidence.